That's it. So, without further ado, folks, we're going to get started right here. But it has come to our attention that after last year's pumpkin drop, we have been missing precious seconds. Precious seconds. We did the calculations, you see. The calculated time that we found for the pumpkins to fall was not what we were experiencing. But alas, I am but a lonely undergraduate with shoddy mechanics training. We need an investigator, the greatest investigator of all time. But we have a problem, you see. I think we may have lost him. Has anyone seen Sherlock Holmes?
Right there!
Anyone? Ah! Is that you? Are you Sherlock? Indeed! There he is! Let him conduct the investigation of the missing seconds. Holmes, we need you. Oh!
Elementary. Thank you, Butch. Elementary. To start things off, we need an expert witness. One of the greats.
One of the originals, Aristotle.
I am Aristotle! Check out my Wikipedia page for more information! I know that pumpkins come from the earth. They are made from the earth, and therefore they will return home.
Elementary. Well, let us drop some pumpkins. Butch, help us lead in a countdown from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's Earl the Pumpkin. He was always a bit slow. Let's drop some more pumpkins. Butch, one more time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
See? See? These pumpkins move towards their natural place, the earth!
From these tiny pumpkins, I deduce large budget cuts.
I bet if we dropped 2 pumpkins, the heavier one would move towards the earth faster. That's what was wrong with your missing seconds. This is physics!
Not so fast! Goodness gracious, it's Galileo Galilei.
Hey, it's me, Galileo. So you see, the flow rate should be independent of the time, of the mass, I mean. Of course, it depends on the time. So, 2 pumpkins of a different mass should fall at the same time. See, it says right here in my mathematics.
Elementary. Well, Aristotle, it appears you've set the scientific community back hundreds of years.
We Spartans never retreat!
You're not Spartan.
The experiment to test this is very simple, though my previous location in Pisa was a little more, not quite as vertical as this. So, we shall drop 2 pumpkins of different mass and see that they fall at the same time.
Elementary. And I believe the crowd has already observed 2 such pumpkins of unequal masses but similar sizes. Let us drop them now. Butch, a countdown please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Drop it!
Well, for this ideal Galileo, those would have hit the ground at the same time. But we get the idea.
This is fun.
You've still not accounted for these missing seconds. At least Aristotle had some hypothesis to this regard.
Well, I've observed planets and I've observed gravity for so long. Maybe, just give me one more data point, and we can calculate gravity. We can do some real physics. I just need to go observe Jupiter for a few hours, okay?
While Galileo observes Jupiter, why don't our lucky winner and Butch go up to the top floor to drop a pumpkin? Fred will lead them. Whoa! It appears it's Isaac Newton with an apple.
Yes, Isaac Newton, that's right. And this apple's actually very delicious. I've already found an ideal equation for such a problem. See, it's right here.
Brilliant deduction, Watson. I mean, Newton. Most impressive, however, elementary. Well, let us drop some pumpkins and see if this works. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Elementary. Brilliant deduction, Newton.
Well, it's really quite perfect. I mean, my equations, they're used.
Fast.
Whoa!
Oh, goodness gracious. It's Daniel Bernoulli.
It is I, Daniel Bernoulli. And not so fast, literally. Let me educate you about something called air resistance. I'm Daniel Bernoulli, and I'm here to say you gotta calculate your time in a different way. I grew up on the streets, and it was no dare. My father kicked me out after I beat him at a science fair. You disregarded air resistance, can't you see? So archaic. Now let me calculate T. I'm a genius, don't you know? My air resistance is responsible for making your pumpkin slow. Your equation is for a pumpkin in a vacuum only. You may as well be dropping an Arizona Wildcat, homie.
Well, let's hope that Butch has just such a wildcat to drop from the 12th floor. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. The calculations are spot on, Bernoulli. Does this apply to pumpkin without a wildcat?
Of course. You know what? Just because I can, I'm gonna fill this next one up with liquid nitrogen. A super cold fluid that's gonna look really awesome as it falls. Alright, so you see, at room temperature or a little bit colder as we have today, liquid nitrogen wants to be a gas, like air. So, but the nitrogen that I put in this pumpkin is a fluid, so it's gonna boil on the way down.
Fantastic. I'm proud of you, really.
Yeah, so here, let me just calculate this. I gotta check it.
Well, he calculates. Let's count it down. 5,
I got it.
4, 3, 2, 1. Elementary. Brilliant deduction, Watson.
Really?
Whatever. You calculated the time as precisely as my stopwatch will measure. So does this work for normal pumpkins?
Are you kidding me? I calculated time to a T. Let's do this.
Count it down again.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah. See, that's my equation.
Surely this is spot on.
See? Who's in that? Who's in that?
We have found the missing seconds. Goodness gracious! Albert Einstein! How do all these great scientists keep showing up here?
Stephen Hawking. Ask Stephen Ask? Should ask Stephen Hawking about his wormholes sometime. But yes, it is I, Albert Einstein, and I believe that I have found the missing seconds. A more precise calculation than Bernoulli even.
This is most intriguing, but Bernoulli's calculations were spot on. How can you possibly improve upon them?
You are not observing the relativistic effects of the pumpkin. Use my theory of special relativity. I can give you an even more precise equation.
Elementary, but my stopwatch will only measure to the mere microsecond.
Oh, Scheiße. We need an atomic clock that can measure the picosecond.
But where? Where can we find such a clock?
Oh,
Ah, it's Janitor Joe from accounting.
Yeah, it's me. Hey, Dan Joe from accounting. Hey, I was looking through some closets there. I was cleaning them out. And I just so happened to find an atomic clock. Check it out. So don't look directly at it because it might burn your retinas. So, but yes. I got money in the 60s. So yes, here, have this. Don't look directly at it. Burn yourself. Here, take my special glasses.
Elementary.
excellent. We have a clock that can measure time to the picosecond. This will be vital for testing my prediction. perhaps we can drop some pumpkins from the 6th floor and see? Yes, perhaps?
Excellent. Let's count it down. Butch, help us out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, this is excellent. Surely you have found the missing seconds, Einstein. But
Yeah.
the problem was the pumpkins dropped from the 12th floor. This pumpkin was dropped from the 6th. We should test it out and see.
Yes, perhaps. Let us drop a whole bunch of pumpkins from the 12th floor and test.
Elementary. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Thank you for attending the 7th annual Pumpkin Drop. Have a great day and enjoy the game.